the foundational principles of the Murti Puja have to be looked at from the foundational principles of the Hindu Vedic wisdom, starting all the way from Rig Veda. In nutshell, there are three important domains that one can talk about: Srishti, Sthiti, sustenance, and Pralaya, the dissolution. These are the three major aspects of the Hindu wisdom. And if you look at all these three together, you will find the three important ontological principles, the basic principles: the Brahman, the Paramatma, and Bhagavan. That's the very important ideas loaded with lot of meanings. Then we have another very important loaded triplet: Purush, Prakriti, Purushottam. Bhakti, Bhagavan, very, very important. Atma, Paramatma, Brahman. Within these three the big aspect, Srishti, Sthiti, and Pralaya, the whole process is cyclic, non-linear, keeps on going for millions of years. The current age, according to the time cycle given in some of the major Puranas, is order of 10 to power 13, put down on 13 zeros of that order, billions and billions of years. According to current estimate from the physics and cosmology, we find out this is order of 10 to power 9. Very, very large scale. That's the one important aspect. So there has to be Srishti, there has to be sustainability, Sthiti, and there has to be Pralaya. Now, in Srishti, very, very important, two important images appear in defining the Srishti. One is called the spider and spider web. Other one is turtle or tortoise. These two images, very powerful, concrete images. And these two images tell us that really the spider brings out the web, the world from within. Sustain the spider web by its own. And when it wants to move to another location, it swallows back, enfolding of the Srishti, swallowed it back and moved to another location and redo the whole process again. So if you want to do little better understanding, you have to use what you call Nardi creation, which is from Abrahamic traditions. Okay? And which is what you call the Jewish tradition, then the Christian tradition, then Islamic tradition, where God made the universe. Okay? Very important. And it's a linear in their tradition. We have a non-linear. We go back to the original source. That's what the limbs do. Very important. Turtle, it takes the limbs out, enjoy the world, sustain the whole process, and then fold it back. It's there. Very, very important. So if I want to read a sloka, I have a lot of those, but I will certainly read this from Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran when Krishna is talking to his most dearest friend Uddhavji. Atmannevatmanatmanam saje hanyantu palay atmayanubhavene bhutendriye gudatmana. I by myself become the universe. Vyakt and abhyakt, manifest and unmanifest. I myself sustain the universe, and I myself dissolve myself within myself, yet I remain achyut beyond all this. This process, emanation, not the creation, emanation, emanating out from the divine, ultimate divine entity, emanation, sustenance and dissolution. Going back is this whole aspect of the cyclic process is, it depends, it's founded on the concept and idea of Brahman. Brahman has two important meanings. One meaning is the Brahman, the foundation of the Srishti, sustenance and dissolution. And Brahman is also expansion, swelling, because Srishti is not a small time domain or space domain. It is incomprehensible. Millions of galaxies, and within each galaxy millions of stars and what not. We do not know yet that what is hidden behind the manifestation. Vyakt, what is abhyakt? In modern physics terminology, they have used two terms, dark matter and dark energy. We do not know exactly what that is. 94% around the energy of the entire universe, with all the millions and billions of galaxies and stars, is hidden from us. But wonderful. And this is something closer or related to called abhyakta prakriti. So now you have really how does it happen? And once another very important aspect with this process, as you see with the image of the spider, this emanation coming from that ultimate divine entity, that divine entity also enters into the emanation or creation or srishti. That is most fundamental. It enters into. It's not I created, it's not a watchmaker. An image comes as watchmaker. I have the material, I made the watch. I have the material, I made the universe, but I am out. No. That entity also enters into the creation, into the emanation, into the srishti. Remains there. How? Two terms are used for that. Atma and Paramatama.